one, death and heartbreak. We had 5 chickens that were going broody, and the first chick, when I went out and found it, it was barely breathing. And you know, you look at it and it's an animal you're going to eat eventually, and so it shouldn't, I guess, I'm not going to say shouldn't. There's a paradox there. I'm going to eat this animal later myself, but I don't want it to die now. I don't want it to suffer now. It's really hard when I have to put an animal down because it's suffering. It's hard for me when I butcher my animals. But along with birth, there's death. And so today I'm feeling just a little bit sad because I have these beautiful little chicks that I really wanted to make it, and I wanted it to be successful, and they're just so beautiful. And they don't always make it, and it's really hard when that happens. And I always mourn over it for a couple days. Anytime that an animal dies, probably more than a couple days. Probably takes me a week to get over it, to the point where I really feel functional again. I don't spend a lot of time crying generally, but I do spend a lot of time kind of sad and doing a lot of journaling, and the same thing goes for butchering. After I've butchered animals, I mourn for about a week, and there is that paradox. I won't deny it. It makes you feel a little bit like a hypocrite. Why do you care about this death for this animal when you're just going to butcher it later? And I can't account for it. It's probably just part of the human condition. But anyway, I thought I'd just share that. We have 4 hens still setting, and I'm really hoping we get some more babies for those mamas, so that, because they get sad if their babies don't make it. They kind of wander around and mope a bit, and try to steal other hens' babies if theirs don't hatch out. So hopefully somebody gets some. And I also have to be really careful to watch the dates to make sure there's food and water in there. That could have also been a complication, is that I had food and water for the moms that the moms could reach, but I didn't have food and water in for the babies yet, and that might have been part of what happened. I've had to close them up so that the other hens don't wander in and lay new eggs, because they were getting close to being ready to hatch. And if you put new eggs in, it confuses the broody mom, because she'll sit and wait for those eggs to hatch, and her babies will starve because she won't get off her nest because the eggs haven't hatched. So it's kind of complicated. It's not always sad. In a batch, you usually do have some deaths, and so generally you have a couple deaths in each hatching, and so you are sad. It just really goes with the territory, and you kind of have to brace yourself for it a little bit when you have births or hatchings or whatever, that there will be casualties, and allow yourself to grieve, and just to be appreciative of the ones that did survive, and make sure you're taking care of the moms and the little babies. So anyway.